Assalamualaikum and good morning, dear students, and Salam Ramadan. Before we get started with the lesson, please get ready with your workbook 2A and turn to page 61 and your pencil, ruler, eraser. Okay, so we are going to continue our lesson from last week before we did our assessment. So let's start with question 1 in page 61, okay, on the last practice for addition. So we have 102 children are not using floats at a swimming pool. There are 23 more children using floats than children not using floats. How many children are using floats? So for children not using floats, there are 102. Okay, now the next part of the question, it says 23 more children using floats than the children not using floats. That means it is more than. Right next to the number of children that are not using floats, which is here. Okay, so the total number of children that are using floats will be this one, which is 102. You add with 23, okay, to get 125. So there are 125 children that are using floats. So this will be your working on the side, which you should get 125 as your final answer. Now let's go to question 2, still in page 61. So shop A sold 97 television sets. Okay, and the shop A sold 166 fewer television sets than shop B. Okay, so this will be your shop B. And since it says shop A sold 166 fewer sets, that will be right next to 97 here. Okay, so how many does shop B sell? So we see that it is this long, okay, which means 97 you add with 166 to get 263. Okay, you have to understand the question, especially the second sentence where it says shop A sold 166 fewer than shop B. Okay, lagi sedikit daripada shop B. So shop B sold more. Maknanya shop B sold 166 more television sets than shop A. Okay, so shop B sold 263 television sets. So you can write down your working where you add 97 plus 166, which you should get 263. Okay, remember you always add starting from digits in the ones. Okay, where we have here 7 plus 6, you get 13. So 3 will go down, 1 will go up here in the tens. So 1 plus 9 plus 6, you get 16. So 6 will go down, 1 will go up in the hundreds. So 1 plus 1 to get 2. So your answer is 263. Now, let's go to page 62 where you see the question for question 3. City fold 123 paper cranes. Okay, and Honey folded 87 more papers than City. See there, 87 more papers than City, which means it is behind 123 since it says more than. Okay, So this will be the total amount of paper cranes that Honey folded. As you can see that we have 87 and 123. So we add these two numbers to get the total number of paper cranes that Honey folded. So 123 plus with 87 to get 210. So Honey folded 210 paper cranes. And this will be your working. Okay, as usual, you add from the back. So 3 plus 7, you get 10. So 0 will go down, 1 will go up in the tens. So 1 plus 2 plus 8 to get 11. So 1 will go down here and 1 will go up here. Okay, and 1 plus 1 to get 2. So now let's go to question number 4, okay, of page 62, where you have 234 choir members took part in a parade. There were 159 fewer choir members than dancers. Okay, so how many dancers were at the parade? So we have 234 plus 159 to get 393. So there were 393 dancers that were at the parade. So this will be your working. Okay, and as usual, you always add from digits in the ones. So 4 plus 9 to get 13, 1, 3. So 3 will go down, 1 will go up here. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 to get 9. And lastly, in the hundreds, 2 plus 1 to get 3. So this will be your final answer. Now let's go to practice 4 on subtraction. So you go to page 63 and you will see the question 1, which said there are 278 people around a campfire. 26 of them are teachers and the rest are children. How many children are there? So we have teachers and children. The total number of teachers and children is 278 and 26 of them are teachers. So how do we find the number of children? We have to subtract. Okay, so 278 minus with 26, you get 252. So you write down in the blank 252. So there are 252 children. Now let's go to question 2. Hassan washed 431 bowls in 2 weeks. He washed 216 bowls in the first week. How many bowls did he wash in the second week? So we have 2 weeks here. Okay, the first week and the second week. Okay, the total number of bowls is 431. Okay, so in the first week, he washed 216. So we want to know how many bowls he washed in the second week. So we need to subtract 431, which is the total number of bowls, minus 216, which is the total number of bowls he washed in the first week, to find for the second week. So we have our working here. And starting from the back, 1 minus 6 cannot. So we have to borrow from the digit 3 in the tens. So 3 will become 2 and 1 will become 11. So 11 minus 6, we get 5. Next, in the tens, now we have 2 minus 1 to get 1. And lastly, in the hundreds, 4 minus 2 to get 2. Okay, so we write down here in the blanks 431 minus 216 to get 215. So Hassan washed 215 bowls in the second week. Now let's go to question 3. A factory produced 674 toys in 2 days. 325 toys were produced on the first day. How many toys did the factory produce on the second day? So we have our models. The first day plus the second day, the factory produced a total of 674 toys. So in the first day, 325 toys were produced from the question. Okay, so we want to know how many toys did the factory produce for the second day. So to find for the second day, we have to subtract the total number of toys, which is 674, minus with 325. Okay, so this will be your working, okay? And we start from the back. So 4 minus 5, we cannot minus. We have to borrow from digit 7 in the tens. So 7 will become 6 and 4 will become 14. So 14 minus 5 to get 9. And 6 minus 2 to get 4. And 6 minus 3 we get 3. So we have 349. So the factory produced 349 toys on the second day. Okay, let's go to the last question in page 64, where a postman delivered 999 letters in 2 days. He delivered 306 letters on Monday and the remaining letters on Tuesday. How many letters did he deliver on Tuesday? So we have Monday and Tuesday, and the postman delivered 999 letters for these 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. And the postman delivered 306 letters on Monday. So we want to find how many letters he delivered on Tuesday. So to find for how many letters he delivered on Tuesday, we have to subtract 999, which is the total number of letters in the 2 days, with 306. So this will be our working, okay, where we subtract from the back. So 9 minus 6 to get 3, followed by 9 minus 0 to get 9. And last one, 9 minus 3 to get 6. So we have 693. So the postman delivered 693 letters on Tuesday. And that is all for today's lesson. I hope you learned something, okay, for this lesson. And I will see you again next week, okay?